My dear friends, our gospel text is from Luke chapter 20, from verse 27 to 38, and recounts the response of Jesus to the Sadducees on the question of the resurrection. The theme is the resurrection from the dead. It is my goal to explain the 2 points from the response of Jesus to the Sadducees. The passage begins by making it clear that the Sadducees do not believe in the resurrection. Their question to Jesus was actually based on the teaching of Moses, which is found in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 25, verse 5, where we learn that if a man dies, leaving a wife with no child, the widow must not marry outside of the family. The brother of the deceased shall marry the widow, and when they have a son, he must be named after the deceased. The concern of the Sadducees was that in case all 7 brothers marry the same widow without leaving a child, and finally all die, including the widow, at the resurrection, whose wife will she be? My dear friends, the first point made by Jesus is that the children of this age marry and remarry, but it's not so after death. In other words, there is nothing like marriage in heaven. My dear friends, marriage is therefore for this life. It's important we appreciate the purpose of marriage for this life and respond accordingly. God intended that marriage will create that space for love and for support. That space where quality relationship is developed so procreation can take place. Jesus continues as he makes the second point, and he talks about the resurrection from the dead. For him, there is life after death. Those found worthy will rise from the dead. They no longer die, for they will be like angels. Jesus used the passage from Exodus chapter 3 about Moses and the burning bush, when Moses called out the Lord by saying, "The God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob." For Jesus, Moses believed that though Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob were dead and long gone, they are still alive with God. So Jesus concludes the passage by saying that God is not God of the dead, but of the living, and to him all are alive. And this is the beginning of the teaching by Jesus on the resurrection, that those who believe in God never die. They live even though their bodies may be buried in the earth. My dear friends, the question is, where do we go from here? It is the response to this question that determines the choices that we make. And the question to reflect upon is, do our daily choices prepare us for heaven? May God bless us all. Amen.